This is the craziest situation. What we're looking at here is the car park of the Sterkfontein Caves, which is a World Heritage Site and site of one of the earliest skulls of mankind. And that's the car that I came here in. Okay, that car there. You'll notice there's no other cars in the car park. You know why? Because it's only Rocco and I, there's Rocco and I, who are on this open day at Sterkfontein Caves going to have a look at the caves. Only 2 people in the whole of the world. World Heritage Site, one of the most important archaeological sites in the world. Open day, on a beautiful day like this. Crazy. This is a plaque at Sterkfontein Caves, and I'll zoom in just so you can read it. Philip Tobias building is where we are, and this is where the start of the Sterkfontein Caves tour takes place.
On a weekday, so we run up and down. The kids will be from grade 1 to grade 12. So we'll be doing like 4 to 3 tours a day. So running up and down. So the throat is like exhausted. Yeah, but so sorry about that. So that's limestone. So the caves around this area, they're all under a dolomitic limestone rock. So dolomite is very rich with calcium carbonate. So this calcium carbonate will be in the form of a solid. Then that's when you get your beautiful limestone rock and beautiful stalactites and stalagmites inside the cave. But unfortunately, not the stalactites and the limestone was mined in the 1800s. The limestone was melted, used for the processing of cement and also for toothpaste. This is because of the calcium within the limestone. So while they were busy mining out the limestone, they also exposed all the evidence of fossils. And that's how scientists would have ended up in watching mankind. So without the mining activities, scientists wouldn't have known about the evidence of fossils around the cradle of humankind. But I will tell you more about that. So inside the cave, I will show you where the skeleton of Littlefoot was excavated.
Wow.
Then so from here, we'll be walking. It's a 200 meters walk to the entrance of the cave. There's 129 steps going down, 60 meters underground, 500 meters walk. Small spaces where you have to bend and squat. Then from then, there's about 110 steps all the way up to the exit of the cave. So I just need to know if there's anyone suffering from asthma, claustrophobia, backache, or any serious medical condition, or will find that inside the cave.
If you have, you wasted your money.
Temperature is very nice and cool. The temperature is 18 degrees Celsius. We also have a water table inside. The temperature of the water is 12 degrees Celsius. And it's a flat surface and there's handrails. You can also want to use handrails. It's just going to walk inside the cave. There's a rubber mat for everyone to walk comfortably because of the floor of the cave is a bit slippery. Then there's a good lighting system. But now the lights are not that bright. It's another way of preserving the environment of the cave. But you can also take pictures inside the cave. But yeah, so let's see if you'll be able to enjoy this. Thank you so much. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Australia. I love watching border security.
Yeah. Yeah, people bring in silly things, don't they?
One of the episodes I will never miss. And also like very fun to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, I study history, so this is very interesting to me. I lived in Krugersdorp many years ago.
Oh, okay.
And never ever came here.
Wow.
But I went down that little cave where Professor Dart found, I think it's a Tawong.
The Tawong child.
Tawong child?
Yes.
And you had to literally climb down this, it was like a little trench you had to climb into.
So that was in Buxton.
And it was a small room, like a little cave, small cave.
Oh, okay.
That's not here, that's somewhere else.
That's in the Northern Province.
Right.
Yeah, that's in Tawong in Buxton.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that was a long time ago.
Yeah, somewhere around 1924.
Yeah.
That's when the Tawong child was discovered.
Yeah. I've got Dart's signature
Oh,
on a document that he wrote.
that's great.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm staying 20 minutes away from Krugersdorp.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a location there.
Yeah.
So,
Wow, what's this here?
That's a millennium sundial.
Okay. Sundial.
Yes.
Okay.
So here, ladies and gents, we have a millennium sundial. So this is where we use the sun to tell us the time. The sundial was designed by a gentleman called Magellan. He's from the Hartebeespoort Observatory. So he designed the sundial according to the longitude and latitude of this area,
Okay.
and also according to the direction of the sun. So now this is how we use the sundial. We take the stick here. This is our normal. The time from 6 in the morning to 6 in the evening. Figure of 8, 12 months of the year. We are in the month of October. I'm going to put the stick towards November. Then you look at the shadow of the stick and look at the time on your watch.
That's very clever.
So that's how the millennium sundial works.
Is that a unique sundial? Is anywhere else in the world they have this?
I think this is one of the unique sundials that they have.
Wow.
So because of like, in a way, when you need to have this, they must come and design it for the longitude and latitude of the area.
Yeah.
And also according to the direction of the sun. So in a way, you must get this guy called Magellan, who's the astronomer,
Yeah.
who designed this. So
Very good.
it might be also maybe a bit expensive to do it. Yeah, and then the figure of 8, the long lines, that's summer, that's where we have our long days. And then that's winter, that's where we have our short days. So in a way, if maybe someone would say put it in July,
Yeah,
it
the
would be
time.
totally different because of the orientation of the sun.
Yeah.
So meaning it would be totally different to how this orientation of the sun is today. So that's how the millennium sunlight works.
Wow.
The trees around this area, the indigenous trees, the most indigenous tree that you get around this area, we have the wild olive tree, which is the indigenous tree. The more it grows on dolomite, the more it feeds from the dolomite. Then the bigger they grow, they hide all the sinkholes from the surface. So anyway, the more trees grow in one place together, that's evidence there might be a sinkhole that leads into a cave. So that's how scientists can also find cave openings around the cradle of humankind. So because of the trees, most of the time, they hide all the openings from the surface. So anyway, like also when you drive in from the gate, Sterkfontein gate, when you look at this part of the cave, you'll see the trees. More of them, they're in one place all together because of the hiding the opening. And also in between the trees there's a big excavation site where scientists are actively working. So that's where they have discovered the skull of Mrs. Press in 1947.
Wow.
And inside the cave, they have discovered the skeleton of Littlefoot.
That's
now
where
the
we're
theory
walking
is
now.
No one would have ever lived inside the cave. If hominids or animals would have lived inside the cave, scientists would have discovered evidence inside the cave. But none of that was discovered. So anyway, no one would have ever lived inside the caves that we're going into now. And then the rock, which is the dolomite, it changes color outside due to chemical reaction. But inside the cave, it's grayish in color. They normally say when you feel dolomite, it's like you're feeling an elephant skin. That's how you can tell that's dolomite. And the temperature is very nice and cool. I hope you'll enjoy the natural acorns. 1800s by Italian mine workers. So they first came here, they were looking for gold. But unfortunately, because of the different minerals, there's no gold here. The only thing they settled for, it was limestone. So in the 1800s, there was this huge rush, gold rush about limestone. So limestone was also on popular demand around the time. So they arrived here, they blasted the entrance. That's how they managed to get their entry into the cave. Then they started to mine out the limestone. The limestone was melted, used for the processing of cement and also for toothpaste, is because of the calcium within the limestone. So while they're mining out limestone, they were also exposing all the evidence of fossils.
Right.
So the area used to be a private nature reserve under Isaac Edwin Sterkman and his family. The gentleman passed, and then the land was donated to Wits University due to the scientific research they've been doing here. So this is the longest ongoing excavation site in the world and the richest paleoanthropological hominid fossil site in the world.
Wow.
So they're still actively working here throughout. Then we also normally on June and July, we also get a lot of international students. They will be doing practicals around the area. So that's when the site will also be more active.
Yeah.
Alrighty? So
Thank you.
ready? Let's do this!
Walking into the Sterkfontein caves. How many steps are there?
Sir, 129.
129 steps
sir.
going down.
Yeah, mind your head.
Yeah. Getting dark, huh?
Are you okay?
Yep. Yeah, all good.
Slowly and slowly.
Yep, okay. Okay. Oh, look at that above us. Luckily no one in the old days walked over that piece, huh?
Yeah, they might have used ropes to get their entrance to the cave.
Wow.
Slowly and slowly. And so from the entrance, they have used some sensors. Then also like here, this is to monitor if there's any rock movement. And I would say since working here for so many years, let's say almost 15 years, I've never experienced any rock falls. So I would say for now, we are safe for the next 45 minutes. And then the sensors here, so the wooden pillars, this is to monitor the dolomite. So in a way, this would have been all under a warm shallow sea at one time when the earth was born 4.6 billion years ago. The minerals generated by that warm shallow sea, that's when this dolomitic rock was formed. Then over time, as the warm shallow sea dried out, then it left the dolomitic rock on dry land. The movement within the earth crust, that's when eventually the dolomite became exposed on dry land. Now, as it rains, the water slowly seeps all the acidic from the soil through the dolomite. Slowly, it dissolves those soft parts of the dolomite. Then while the water is releasing all that calcium carbonate, then over time, you'll find there will be like cracks within the rock. So the white, that's all the lime that is slowly being dissolved. Then the cracks, that's all the acidic water that is slowly seeping into the rock. So in a way, in the next coming future, this whole big block of dolomite will just end up closing off the entrance here, because of the more the acidic water is seeping through, the more the dolomite weakens, and then over time, this whole big block of dolomite will just end up closing off the entrance here. But they'll normally see that with one of the wooden pillars. If one of these wooden pillars will collapse, then it shows that this dolomite is compressing on these wooden pillars. But now there is a box that is geologically monitoring if there's any rock movement happening within the cave. So I would say we are safe. Then the entrance, the opening here, it's not a natural opening. These are man-made openings that were blasted out in the 1800s. You can also see, this is just also an example to show you how the trees hide the openings. So in a way, when you walk inside the cave, you can see the openings, but now when you walk up on the surface, you won't be able to tell where the opening is because of the trees that normally grows up on the dolomite. But all these openings, they have been fenced out. So now, in a way, we don't get animals inside the cave. Even though it rains, we can still do our tours. It doesn't flood. The cave will be like shelter as we walk around the caves. You only find like water running down the stairs. Then the floor of the cave will be wet, but the middle part of the cave is like shelter. Then also some of the openings inside, which is in the middle part of the cave, those openings are vertical, so they don't bring more water inside the cave. So in a way, these caves have never flooded. Only the water table inside the cave will fill up and then flood the lowest part of the cave. But I will show you more of that as we slowly move to the lowest part inside the cave. Right, let's do this. Let me stop yada-yadding.
Okay, we're getting right into the bowels of the Sterkfontein caves now. It's getting quite dark.
Slowly and slowly.
Yeah. I'm going to hang on to the handrail. Okay. You've obviously done this before. You've obviously done this before.
Many, many times. I'm just going to get my light here.
Okay. Okay. We're getting right into the bowels. Oh, we're nearly down at the bottom of the 129 steps now.
Not yet. There's still more stairs going down.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Gee, the first people who came in here must have enjoyed the experience.
Yes, they must have, but we found out maybe it would have been totally different to how it is today.
Yeah.
So it would have been a bit more difficult for them. And then we're not at 60 meters. We're still going to go a little bit down. So that's dolomite. Yes, ma'am, we can touch, not a problem. So that's dolomite, it's grayish in color. As they say, it feels like an elephant skin. I've never touched an elephant before, so so it would be difficult for me to tell. And then the rocks are brownish in color is because of the dust. So this is our wet season. It's very nice and moist inside the cave because of the rain. But in winter, it's a bit dry. So as we walk up and down with those large groups, then there will be a lot of dust because of the dryness. Then some of the dust will end up on the rocks, making the rocks brownish in color. And then just here, where you see the moist, there's like more lime there. The two openings there, it's like, it's a bit moist there, just where the light is, where my finger is. Yeah. So, because of dolomite, it's like a sponge. You find that some of the water is still trapped within the rock. So slowly as that water is trapped within the rock, it slowly erodes those soft parts of the dolomite. So meaning in the next coming future, there will be like an opening there that connects the cave to the outside world. So why am I saying that? Because of when it rains, it's like a waterfall here.
Ah.
So meaning there's a tiny opening there that is slowly growing. So in the next coming future, it will be a big opening that will connect the cave to the outside world, which is a natural sinkhole that connects the cave to the outside world. So in a way, in summer, when it rains, it's more beautiful here. It's like a very beautiful waterfall here. So because of the tiny opening that is slowly forming all the way there.
What is that behind you on the wall?
Oh yeah, this is just one of the closed site.
Cave.
Yeah. So this is where they used to mine out limestone also. So anyway, when they have put a whiteboard, it shows that this part of the cave is not allowed to go through because of it might be not safe for anyone to go through.
Okay.
But there's still more. I'm going to show you. All right. So we're going to proceed this way. And so, ladies and gents, this is the most important site within the cave. This is where the skeleton of Littlefoot was discovered. So the gates and the barbed wire, it's another way of preserving the site, but before the gates and the barbed wire would have been here, this used to be totally different to how it is today. There used to be rubble all over that part of the cave where scientists will explore, searching for evidence of fossils. Just after the mining activities, the professor would be working in this part of the cave was Professor Silverbeck. He was collecting all those evidence of animal fossils within this part of the cave. Each and everything he will collect, he will put it in boxes. These boxes will be labeled according to this part of the cave. Now, in one of those boxes of animal collection, of which he didn't notice, there were 12-foot and ankle bones that belonged to Littlefoot. But unfortunately, he never noticed that. And unfortunately, later on, the professor passed. Another new scientist was appointed, Professor Ron Clark. While he was sitting in the lab, sorting out the lab, he noticed all those boxes of animal collection. Then he slowly went through all those boxes of animal collection. When he opened one of those boxes of animal collection, that's when he noticed the foot bones of Littlefoot, 12-foot and ankle bones. So meaning the foot bones were like a hand, the big toe was diverged for grasping, climbing trees. The height of Littlefoot would have been plus minus 1.2 meters tall. The shoe size would be size 2, as scientists are estimating. And brain capacity was very small, 3 times smaller than ours. So meaning around the time, there's no evidence of any intelligence around the time. If Littlefoot was living inside the cave, scientists would have noticed with evidence of fire or evidence of animal bones around the cave. But now the only theory is Littlefoot accidentally fell through an opening that once existed up there. But now let's say, ladies and gents, the orientation of the cave would have been totally different to how it is today. The opening would have been higher. There was an opening that would have connected the cave to the outside world. Then because of the movement of the earth, the opening slowly closed off. But now evidence is the skeleton of Littlefoot, which is that scientist discovered inside the cave. So in a way, Littlefoot accidentally fell through, ended up on the floor with broken bones.
Wow.
Or maybe Littlefoot might have died on impact when he ended up on the floor. Then over millions of years, the skeleton was discovered in that part of the cave. So Littlefoot, if he lived inside the cave, scientists would have discovered evidence in that part of the cave. And yeah, so the skeleton is 3.67 million years old, 97% complete from head to toe with 82 teeth that are also in position. And it took Professor Ron Clark almost 20 years to remove each and every tiny bone of Littlefoot. So imagine working in these dark caves with a big light in this cold cave throughout the years. Slowly while he was doing that, he was aging. Then now when he was finished with his work, when he had to exit with Littlefoot out of the cave, unfortunately they had to part ways. So in a way, Professor Ron Clark had to retire, and then he has to hand over his work to another scientist. So now he's on his retirement, Littlefoot has been handed over to another scientist who is continuing to study more of the skeleton of Littlefoot. The original skeleton is at Wits University. So anyway, the site is privately managed by Wits. So even though they have international scientists or scientists from around the area, whatever they find, their fossils will belong to the university. So in a way, but now if the scientist is from a different part of the world, the fossil will be on a world tour just to show show everyone the fossil. I hope you're also familiar with the Homo naledi fossils. They're part of the National Geographics. The fossils were discovered in 2015, where a team of cavers explored a cave system, and then as they explored, they discovered 1,700 bones embedded in one chamber of a cave. So the site is not far from here. It's part of the National Geographics. Professor Lee Berger is from Sweden. He's exploring the site and actively working there. But in a way, I like to make a joke about it because of now those two guys had to go through small, tiny openings. These tunnels, some of them, they are 18 centimeters. That's about 7.5 inches. So in a way, only skinny people can go of the cave. So that's why I'm staying in this side today. But I will try again next year. So anyway, so when the two guys found those fossils, so now they had to get a team that will be going through those tiny openings to get the fossils out. Because of now, Professor Libega is a very big guy. He won't be able to make it through those 18-centimeter tunnels. So what he did, they posted a page on Facebook. The page just went viral in different parts of the world. And that's how they managed to get a highly qualified team and also a highly qualified skinny team. So they're still busy working till today and exploring for more and more fossils. So Homo naledi, which is the scientific name, Homo, almost human. So in a way, scientists they studied them, they monitored the site, and also whatever that's Homo, it shows that it was on a developing stage of becoming modern humans. The brain was well developed. Brain capacity was almost about 800 cubic centimeter. So there's evidence of fire around the site. Then also there are flexible phalanges to show that they were flexible. So in a way, if you would give them a phone, they would use it. And so that's to show intelligence. More of that, it shows that if a beloved would have passed, they will be thrown into a cave. So that's how the bones ended up at Rising Star. So that's evidence of intelligence that scientists studied at Rising Star. So the fossils are dating back to about 385,000 years ago. So those are the youngest fossils to be discovered this far.
Is Rising Star, is that where Homo habilis was found?
Homo naledi.
Homo
naledi, yes sir. Yeah, the fossils were just all over the news. They also have a documentary on Netflix, Cave of Bones. Yeah, that's also part of that. Yes, sir. Really that's part of the team at Rising Star. Yeah. So they're still busy actively working there. And they're still busy exploring for more and more evidence of fossils. So also this part of the cave, they're still busy working the site, and they also discovered the lower part of a baboon, lower jaw of a baboon in this part of of a monkey in this part of the cave. So in a way, where they found the skeleton of Littlefoot, it was discovered in sediments. Each and everything that soil got washed in from outside into the cave. So the sediment slowly became very hard, solid. So in a way, within the sediments, there's evidence of anything that existed from the surface. So they're busy exploring for more and more of that sediments to find more and more evidence of fossils. So that's evidence of anything that existed from the surface. So the gate is there to preserve the site from people walking in and out. Around June and July, that's when we get students working in this part, doing their practicals with scientists. But now Professor Clark is retired. So they have to appoint another new scientist who will be taking over. So if Professor Clark is retired, so no one is allowed to touch the site up until they have appointed another new scientist.
Right.
All right.
Can I just ask you a question about the security? Do you get a lot of people coming in here illegally and wandering around?
You know, I would say the security is 24/7.
Yeah.
And also they haven't experienced anyone illegally going through the site. And I believe if maybe someone would be going in here, they will have access, or in a way they might have an idea of what's happening here. Right. So if I may say that. Yeah. Just like maybe a thief goes to your house, I think they might have an idea of what you have in
So they have security cameras or something?
Yes, sir. Yeah. And then also, but they haven't experienced anyone going through illegally and coming to explore or whatever. And then, but the caves are closed for 3 years. If I'm right, 3 to 4 years. So that's when people were vandalizing. So what they have experienced, people are still in the cables. That's why they have underneath the cemented
right,
thing
under
here.
this, yeah.
They have underneath here, that's the cable.
Right.
So it's another way of protecting the cables from people stealing them. Then also, there's a statue of Professor Tobias at the exit.
Right.
It's made up of copper. They also stole that statue, but they managed to get it back. So they took it to the scrapyard. So anyway, some names in South Africa are recognized, like Philip Tobias, one of the scientists who's well known. So the guy at the scrapyard, he managed to see the name tag, and then that's where Professor Tobias managed to make his way back home.
Right.
Yeah, I think he might.
How does Professor Dart fit in with this?
Professor Dart, he discovered a fossil in 1924. The first Australopithecus to be discovered in 1924. So, in a way, like scientists will follow the lead of the mining activities.
Right.
So, in a way, the more scientists explored the mining activities, the more they expose all the fossils.
Yeah.
So, the mine workers that might have, some of them that were mining here, they were also mining that area in the northern province where the Down child was discovered.
Right.
So, anyway, Professor Dart was on his way to a wedding. He was wearing his nice tuxedo, preparing himself to go out to go to a wedding. And then, as he was almost about to walk out, there was a door on his. There was a knock on his door. When he opened the door, there was this wooden box on his doorstep. And then he looked around. There was no one. He took this wooden box into the house. Then, when he opened the box, there was a tiny skull of a juvenile, 4 and 5 years old, who was killed by an eagle. Evidence of that, the puncture marks.
Right.
That's on the upper eyes, and which proved that he was killed by an eagle. The boy was almost about 4 and 5 years old, the height. Then in a way, they were preyed by the eagles around the area because they were so small, so they were managed to be, let's say, is it like picking up? Or yes, yeah. And then so they managed to, that's how they managed to kill them. And then Professor Dart found that skull and then he studied it. There's evidence of almost like human-like features, the dental structure and some of the features that you would have studied. But in 1924, scientists were skeptical about the theory of evolution. So that's when he took that skull, put it aside. And then later on, one gentleman who was working in the Karoo, Robert Broom, that's when he had passion for human evolution, but now around that time he didn't know anything or also where to explore. There were students that were exploring the rubble from this side. And then as they were exploring, they said to Robert Broom, come and visit this area. You might find something that is similar to the Dow because he wanted to prove the theory. And then that's when he arrived here, he found Mrs. Place in 1947. Okay. So in a way, they believe that Mrs. Place might have been blasted out also. Because of when Robert Broom arrived here, he didn't have a permit to be working here. So when he arrived, he found the same guy he knew from the northern province where they were mining out limestone, John Robinson. And then he asked him to please look out for something that was similar to the Down. So John Robinson had an idea of what Robert Broom was looking for. And then a few days later, when Robert Broom visited back, John Robinson gave him a huge block of rock, which is a huge block of breccia with the skull of Mrs. Place encased in it. And that's how the Mrs. Place and the Down child became famous. So anyway, Mrs. Place highlighted the theory of evolution, and then when the Down child was discovered, scientists were skeptical about the theory of evolution.
Now, the original Mrs. Platt's skull is at the University of Wits, isn't it?
No, Robert Broom around that time was not working for Wits. He was working for the Transvaal Museum in Pretoria.
But Wits have that museum with all the old skulls. And,
so whatever that's the Wits management or Wits scientists find, the fossils belong to Wits.
Right.
So when Robert Broom arrived here, he was not permitted to work here, and then also he was working for the Transvaal Museum.
Right.
So that's why the fossil of Mrs. Place belongs to the Transvaal Museum. So that's one of the biggest museums in Pretoria.
Okay.
The skull of Mrs. Place is there kept in a vault, just for security reasons.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Great.
So all the discoveries of Robert Broom are kept at the Transvaal Museum.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Alrighty, are we all good? Ayala, too much again.
We're going down some more now.
Yes. Mind your step. Is everyone okay? Slowly.
Wow, this is big.
So
is this the main cave?
Yes, this is more. There's still more.
Oh.
This is just a little bit of it. We're still going all the way down and down.
Now, were there stalactites and stalagmites here once? Or were they?
Like the most cave that is famous of stalactites and stalagmites is Wonder Cave.
Yeah.
The Wonder Cave, the caves there, when you go there, you're not allowed to touch. So in a way, like you walk around the handrail. So because of they're still trying to preserve the caves there. So us here, these are some of the stalactites that we have.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, most of them, they broke off. Like we'll see most stalactites that slowly got broke off from the ceiling is because of the dynamites that were used. But there's a beautiful column of them joined together, stalactites and stalagmites.
Yeah.
It takes them 100 years to roll 6 centimeters.
Wow.
And then that's all limestone. So in a way, this is all cemented calcium.
Wow.
And that's all cemented calcium. And then this is silica. This is the hardest rock embedded within the dolomite. So these layers here, they cannot be dissolved by water unless there's a crack. So this is also evidence that this was all underwater at one time. As the earth slowly moved, it slowly changed the orientation of the cave. So I'm going to follow these layers all the way down to the lowest point below 60 meters underground. And then the crystals there, that's all because of the moisture inside. So anyway, the more it's moist inside the cave, that moisture slowly sips all the minerals from the dolomite. Then as that soft air is seeping through, it challenge the minerals and then leaving these beautiful crystals here. So when they grow, they become very, very fragile, and then also they become spiky. They almost grow like coral. When you touch, they slowly wear off, and then they grow they grow different from stalactites and
Right.
stalagmites. So we call them helictite crystals. Yeah.
Just to be confusing.
And then, that's a stalactite and then that's a stalagmite.
Yeah.
So that's a very beautiful column of a stalactite and a stalagmite joined together. Yeah.
All right. Good.
Alright, so just there's a natural sinkhole there. So these are the openings that we're talking about, ladies and gents, just up where the light is. So that's a natural sinkhole there. So they connect the cave to the outside world. And then there's another one just above your head. So that's a natural sinkhole there. You
Wow.
can see the tree there hiding the opening.
Have they looked in all these places?
Yeah, they're still exploring. That's another excavation site, this part.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. So that's a natural sinkhole. Littlefoot accidentally fell through an opening similar to the opening we're looking at. We also get snakes falling through these openings accidentally. Yes.
Now you tell us.
But if you see one, please do alert me first. I'm gone. Yes. Fast forward. And then this is the big chamber of the cave, ladies and gents.
Wow.
This is the biggest chamber within the cave. Normally this part of the cave
Wow,
is
look at this stalagmite here. Or stalactite.
called, this is the flowstone, and then also the flowstone, it's a dolomite rock covered with flowstone.
Oh, wow.
So, but in a way, when you look at it using your imagination, it's like a huge elephant standing in front of us.
Yeah. Wow.
So that's flowstone there.
Yeah.
And it shows that the rocks are brownish in color because of the dust. And in this part of the cave, it's called the elephant chamber. It's because of this huge rock formation here. Then also the way you see the rocks, this is the original shape of the rocks. So no one would have carved these caves. So they were just naturally formed as the water table dropped. It left everything air-weighted to this beautiful original shape. So here you have the trunk of the elephant, the 2 ears, the tusk, front legs, back legs, and the body of the elephant.
Amazing.
It's working in a cave. And then just up there, there's like 3 garden gnomes standing there. Yes, the 3 wise men. And then there's Mother Mary and baby sitting there. Yeah, it's nearly Christmas. They're waiting for Christmas. Yes.
Echo Cave has a wonderful stalagmite of Mary and Jesus
Yeah, it seems
in
like all
around.
these caves they also have, and then also Wonder Cave. It also has that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing what they do.
Yeah. And then here it's like a dinosaur.
I heard that with the first people who came through and chopped down a lot of the stalagmites and stalactites,
Yes, sir, yes.
they stopped at one particular time
In
because
1896.
they
The
stopped.
1900s, that's when scientists started to work here.
Yeah.
And they were led by Professor Tobias.
Right.
Yes, sir. And then there's more helictite crystals.
Wow.
Really. Yeah, if there were diamonds, I wouldn't be here.
What are those holes in the rock there?
That's all the water seeping through.
Wow.
So that's all the water. So in a way, in the next coming future, there will be like a passage in between the rock. So that's all the water seeping into the dolomite, slowly dissolving the dolomite. So that's why you see the cracks there.
Wow, the roof is fantastic, isn't it?
And then the whites, that's all the lime. The lights would have been very bright, but now the more the lights are bright, they cause the algae.
Yeah.
So in a way, the lights will be in a form of sunlight. And also because of it's moist inside the cave, because of the humidity. So that's why the lights are tilted towards the floor. So this is just another way of preserving the minerals within the cave. So the public area of Sterkfontein Cave is normally known as the dead part of the cave because of there's a lot of disturbance within these parts of the caves. The more we breathe, the touching, the lights, it slowly stops the process of whatever that's supposed to be growing.
Yeah.
And then as much as it's so nice having the kiddies in the cave, this is what some will be doing inside. They do graffiti. So this is another way for us to know that they were here.
Oh, yeah.
But in a way, I like to say, this is evidence we have left as modern humans for the next coming future generation. They will say modern humans were using letters to communicate.
Do you know how the oldest graffiti is on here?
It's difficult to tell, but I would say this is like the recent graffiti. So in a way, there's no different graffiti inside this cave, so it's only from the modern humans like us.
So there's nothing from the first guys who came through?
No. So the only oldest that you can get is like from the mining activities.
Yeah.
But I also say it's done by modern humans. Alrighty, so we're going down that way. And how beautiful is this view here?
Ah, yeah. Look at that stalactite. Is that stalactite or
That's
rock?
Dolomite.
Dolomite.
So these
right.
are stalactites.
Oh, yeah.
Those are stalactites.
Yeah.
And then there's a stalactite and a stalagmite. There's like two faces there.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Alrighty? Are we all good?
Yeah.
More bling bling. So that's the lake, ladies and gents. So this is what makes it more cooler inside the cave, the underground water table.
Oh, wow.
But now this is not deep here. This part of the cave is flooded. The deepest part of it is all the way down at the end, that side. So that's why it's very, very deep. So when that part fills up and then it floods, it slowly floods this whole part of the cave. Temperature of the temperature of the water is 12 degrees Celsius. The only living things in the water, there's fresh water shrimps. They're white in color, they're blind, and they only feed on bacteria. And if you want to put your finger in, feel how cold the water is, you're more than welcome to. And yeah, so this is just pure natural still water. Yes, just shrimp flavored. Yeah.
Shrimp flavored.
Yes.
Can you light up the roof again, please?
Yes.
Wow, look at that.
And then if you can take the light with you, if you want to see the shrimpies. Okay. So you can just
Do
shine
they
the
get
water.
attracted by the light, do they?
Yeah, at times they don't like the light. They try to move away from the light.
Yeah.
So if you shine the light in the water, you'll see they're tiny. They grow to about 1 centimeter. They're white in color.
Oh, I saw something ripple there.
You must just, that's what the water dripping.
Oh, right.
Yes, sir. So when you look them just on the floor, they're very tiny.
I assume in the winter months you can walk through to that.
Yes, sir. You used to, yeah. You can like from here, but the water table is slowly dropping. Yes. And so
Is that
we used
because
to-
of people using water around here?
The water here is also borehole water. So
Ah, right.
farmers around the area, the more they pump out the water, the more the water
It
table
drops,
Yeah. But also for the water table to fill up this much is because of most of the mines in South Africa are closed. So in a way, there was control of the water table when the mines were open. So now when the mines are closed, there's no pumping out of the water. It also affects the water table.
Now, up there,
Yes, sir.
through
There.
that hole, yeah, when you go lower, it looks like the water's reflecting
Oh,
through
yeah,
there.
that's the reflection, yes.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then also, like, I hope you might have noticed the coins in the water. So people also take the water as sacred water. So anyway, a lot of coins are being popped into this water here. A lot of people are making wishes here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Were there any engagements made here?
Engagements
That you know of in the 15 years, did any man say to his partner, will
there's
you marry
there's
me?
a lot. In December, there's a wedding inside these caves.
Are you joking?
Yeah, so there's a lot happening here.
Oh, wow. So how do they organize that?
In a way, it depends with how the bride will want his journey to be. Is it either inside or outside, or maybe with Mrs. Place, like Mrs. Place is there also. Oh. She's waiting for those special ceremonies. Yeah, so just like me, I have popped a coin so many times, I'm still waiting for my Prince Charming.
That's a model of it.
I'll just keep waiting, man. So that's also Mrs. Place, ladies and gents. She's also waiting for her Prince Charming. Yeah, she's been waiting for
Good luck with that.
many millions of years. She's 2.15 million years old, so that's a copy. The original is always kept in a very safe place, just for security reasons. She's 2.15 million years old. She's younger than Lucy, who was discovered in Ethiopia. Lucy is 3.2, the famous skeleton to be discovered by the famous Professor Donald Johnson in Ethiopia, in Hada. So with Mrs. Place, there is a debate about her gender. It's believed that she might have been a young Mr. Place.
But can't they do that through DNA?
DNA, unfortunately, they cannot do DNA like with the dead bones because of like here, fossils have many millions and millions of years.
Oh, okay.
So in a way, it's difficult to do the DNA of the fossils around this area. So in a way, they use paleomagnetic dating to date the fossils around this area. And Mrs. Place would have been a young Mr. Place, you know, as technology has been upgraded. So now scientists are using different techniques of studying fossils now. So the same year when they found Mrs. Place in 1947, they found a partial skeleton of a young male. It's believed that Mrs. Place might have been blasted out. And so now the skeleton might have been blasted away from the skeleton. So in a way now, there is a theory that the skeleton might belong to the skull of Mrs. Place.
Oh, right.
But more of that is still being studied by Professor Francis Thackeray, who continued to study more of the skull of Mrs. Place. So for Robert Broom to find out if Mrs. Place was a female or Mr. Place, he used a different technique because of that. That was in 1947. They were using a different method of studying fossils. So in a way, he studied her dental structure. The dentition of males and females are not the same size, so he would have studied the canine sockets using a CT and scan. The sockets would have been small. It proved the skull belonged to a female. And then also with the eyebrow bone. Normally females do not have the eyebrow bone. The eyebrow bone is flat. The cheekbones that were also flat, the cheekbone. Normally males do have a cheekbone and the eyebrow bone. And that's some of the features that Robert Broom has studied.
So if they do find it's a man, they're going to have to change Mrs. Place to Mr. Place.
She doesn't mind. She doesn't mind. She's the most famous lady.
She's not transgender then?
You say everything goes. Yeah, everything has been changed. So it seems like also Mrs. Place is being changed. And she doesn't mind. She's still the most famous.
I was thinking she could be the first transgender human.
And you'll never know, sir. She might be. And yeah, so she's the most famous. So anyway, if Mrs. Place would have been, you're more than welcome to hold a skull, sir. Oh, okay. Yeah. But anyway, if Mrs. Place was standing next to us, she would have been 1.2 meters tall and curvy arms and curvy legs. The foot bones were like a hand. The big toe was diverged for grasping, climbing trees, very long.
Would she have walked on her back legs or on full fours?
She would have been bipedal.
Oh, so two legs?
Yeah, bipedal. But in a way, the area would have been the savannah. So she would have been tree climbing and also a bit of bipedal. But you find that when they walked on the surface, it was difficult because of now they couldn't look over the savanna grasses. So for safety, they would climb trees. But now as they walked on the surface, they don't see the sinkholes. And then accidentally, they fall through, they end up inside the cave. So there was one gentleman who asked if maybe they were living around the cave. Did they know about the caves around this area? And in a way, I would say it goes with the brain capacity and the intelligence. So if maybe found out they knew about the caves, they were scared to live in the caves because of the darkness. So when the lights are off inside these caves, it's pitch black that you won't be able to see anything moving in front of your face. So now if they were living inside the cave, they would have used fire. Evidence to that they were using fire, the limestone, the carbon, it would have proved that they were living inside a cave.
Right.
But they were not clever enough to use fire.
Now, East Africa is often said to be the cradle of mankind.
Yes, sir.
What? Where was the cradle? Here or in East
The
Africa?
cradle of humankind, they would say it's Africa, which is the birthplace of humanity.
Yeah.
The oldest common ancestor was in the central part of Africa, which is in Chad,
Yeah.
dating back to about 7 million years old. And then here, fossils are dating back to about 3 and 4 million years old.
Right.
So the oldest are back in Africa, which is the oldest fossil to be discovered. But the cradle, which is the birthplace of humanity, is Africa.
Yeah.
It's
Not
because
necessarily East Africa, though.
No, not East Africa.
Okay.
Yeah, Africa.
Oh.
The whole
Sorry,
of
what's
Africa.
the significance of, you said, so was Lucy the first hominid, or are you saying that was found in Chad 7 million years ago?
7 million, yes,
That's
sir.
the first
The
hominid.
common ancestor,
Okay.
yes, sir. And then later on, there's one dating back to about 5.6. And then there's another one dating about 4 and 7. Yeah, just there's 3 in between. That the oldest. And then the oldest, they were like, there's another one in Kenya.
Yeah.
So in different areas around Africa. And then here in the south, they're dating back to about 3 and 4 million years old.
And where is do you know where the evidence of the first Homo sapien is, specifically?
Homo sapiens would say there's here Homo sapiens dating back to about 200,000 years ago. So I would say maybe the south part of Africa,
Okay.
if I'm right. But you find that maybe there would be someone who would say there's different ones. There's like Homo floresiensis in the Indonesian island.
Okay.
There's Homo heidelbergensis. There's Homo neanderthalensis. But I would say it would have started here in Africa, which is Homo sapiens from 200,000 years ago in
Yeah.
Africa.
But
Yes,
do you
so-
know, do you know what the earliest fossil of a Homo sapien is and where it was found?
Yeah, Homo sapiens, the earliest, ne? Not like, almost like our direct ancestor, ne? Hey, can I maybe try and...
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
weren't
yes.
the Khoi and
Yeah,
the...
but I will answer that one, sir.
Yeah,
I'll just try to...
That's okay, no
Yes.
pressure.
Yeah.
Weren't
Yeah,
the
sorry,
Khoi
sir.
and the San the first Homo sapiens?
Sorry, sir, I didn't hear the question.
Weren't the Khoi and the San people
Yes,
who
sir.
came out of South Africa, weren't they the first Homo sapiens?
I would say, yeah, they are, but you find it, they were the first one that would have been before the Khois and the San.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So you
anyway,
think there was something before the Khoi and San?
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
Yeah, there is something between the Khois. Yeah, before the Khois and the San.
But the Khoi and the San are the oldest existing Homo
Yeah,
sapiens.
in a way, DNA that proved.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, I will just make sure of that once. You know, like at times you read, and then at times then when you get the question, you just end up like,
Yeah.
you end up being clueless. But I will just try to get the answer for that one.
Yeah.
Eish. Yeah, you got me today. I was trying to make light for you, sir. Or to
no,
take a
that's
picture
fine.
of that. Is it okay? Or you
100%,
manage?
thank you very much.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to another site, that site?
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, while I go through my Google head.
Yeah, we're giving you some homework, huh?
You know, sir, you know. And, you know, it's also good because of, you know, at times you just go through some of the things and then you end up forgetting there's more.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's another way for me to go and brainstorm.
Yeah. This is a big cave at Sterkfontein we're walking through, and I'm just taking some of the scenery. There's our guide in front of me. Okay, wow, look at this. Crystal City. Riverside Sun City. Oh, it's beautiful. Wow. So are these stalactites?
Yes, broken off stalactites
Wow.
due to the mining.
Yeah. Beautiful.
And this is the view, guys. This is the other side of the lake. The best view in Gauteng.
Different, that's for sure.
Yes.
Wow.
And if you want to go down, you're more than welcome to
Thank
get
you.
better view of it. Yes, in 1984. Yeah, 1984, 3 of them. One of them didn't make it there.
In 1984.
Yes.
Wow. Down there, that's water.
So in a way, when you dive into deep water, it's gold, it gets very dark.
That's a lake.
No, that's fine. You need to have a death wish if you want
Yes, sir, yes, sir. I wouldn't do that even though they gave me $1 million.
You won't be able to spend the $1 million.
Oh, man.
Now, how clear is this water? Could you drink it?
Yeah, the water is drinkable. But also we have a lot of people from different churches. They
Yeah.
come, they get the water. They believe that the water is for healing and for a lot of cultural purposes.
Right.
But in a way, before they get the water and doing their prayers, they sign the indemnity. So the indemnity, it's another way not to bind Vet University
Yeah.
if they get any contamination of the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So this is the end of the road this way.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Though.
And then I want to show you the shrimp is in the water. Let's see if we can see one. You know, like from early morning, we don't get more of them. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, there's one there.
Where?
There.
Whereabouts?
Oh, yeah, in the water. Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
Where is it?
Yeah. And then there's one. Yeah, there. What is this one?
Oh, that's
this?
tiny.
I think that one has something. This one. What is happening here?
Oh, yeah, the two of them.
Why? Oh, I think it's covered with dust. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
They're probably stuck in them because of the water receding.
Yeah, but they're 100% healthy in a way when they do their testing and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they get bigger?
No, ma'am, that's the actual site. Sorry, that's the actual size. They feed on bacteria.
Look at the reflection.
And when you look them closely, they look like those normal shrimps that you get outside.
Wow.
Yes, it's just that they have adapted into a total different life when they was a kid. You can, if you want, we can scoop one out and you see closely. I'm
Do you want to
wondering
have a
what's
closer
happening
look
with
there?
them. I've never seen one. I'm trying to figure out what's it. Is it two of them?
Wow.
They feed on bacteria.
Just the group. Rocco. Rocco. That's Rocco there. Have you got a shrimp there, have you?
Yes.
Let me have a look.
We have something to snack.
Where is it?
Yeah, just
Just on my
there.
finger.
Oh, wow. It's tiny.
Yeah.
Just hold it there.
And you say that you saved them. Yeah.
Well, no, I think
It
he needs
seems
to
like
go.
he was trying to get rid
You
of
can't
them, but
even
he
see it.
couldn't.
It's so small.
I think I'll put him back.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
that's him. Yeah. Wow. Now, are they so small because of the conditions they live in?
Yes, sir?
Are they so small because of the
Yes.
conditions they live in?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so not, obviously they can't get any bigger in this
Yeah.
environment.
I think he's going to, maybe he's just trying to revive himself.
Yeah. That's not looking good.
He's moving there. Yeah. Slowly, slowly.
Oh, it's just amazing. What do you reckon, Rocco?
He's gonna
Huh?
Yeah, I'll tell you second. I'm gonna come back and look for you. Woo! Professors here, you stay here for the next 100 years. For one fish. And anyway, but scientists believe that there might be hidden fishes that have never been exposed to sunlight. So this is very, very deep. So anyway, when the divers were diving, they were resurfacing in different chambers around the cave. So there's no end, there's no way to find out how deep the lake is. So because of it just goes deeper and deeper, it follows the cave system all the way. So I hope you have noticed around this area, there's not a lot of houses because of if building around this area, a house might easily sink because of the dolomite. So dolomite on its own, it stretches out to about 300 kilometers. And there's over 200 caves around the cradle.
Wow.
And then actively, there's 16 actively caves that are being explored around the cradle of humankind. Yeah. And then that's small limestone. So here there's some stalactites that are slowly trying to grow. And more of the algae. Here it's like foam, melted marshmallows, or cappuccino with foam.
Now, it looks like someone's actually cut away stuff here. Is that where they, way back in the 1800s, they cut away the old stalactites?
I think this part here, no one would have cut off anything. There's some bits of it that might have been cut off.
Yeah, it looks like it's been cut off.
Yes.
You look at the
But
holes.
some of it is like the natural way of it, almost like foamish. And also like the mine workers couldn't mine this part of the limestone because they were disturbed by the lake. So they couldn't mine the limestone here.
Right.
Yes. So, but you find out maybe they might have been trying to get this limestone here.
Yeah.
It would have been a bit difficult.
Okay.
Alrighty, are we good?
Yeah, all good.
If you're good, I'm good.
You got to be fit for this tour, haven't you? So how many times a day do you do this?
This is my first tour for the day.
But how many will you do?
I think I might be doing 3 or 2.
2 or 3?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It depends also how busy we are.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was surprised at how few people were here.
Yes.
Do you normally have more people?
Yeah, we do. In a way, like early tours, like morning tours,
Yeah.
we don't get like a lot of visitors.
Yeah.
They're
So
still
they
sleeping?
just, yes. And then you find like when you try to book for the 9 o'clock slot, it will be like fully booked. But you might be asking yourself, when you arrive here, where are the people?
Yeah, we actually tried to phone and send emails, but we never got a reply.
Oh, okay.
Through the website, the phone number and the email.
And which website, sir?
Well, it's the Sterkfontein website.
Because of the caves have been just recently opened, so you find that there's like those websites, the fake ones.
Okay, they got fake phone numbers and fake email.
Yes.
Okay.
So how long has it been open then?
It's been open since April the 15th.
Oh, just this year?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
Yeah, just
It
recently.
was closed for 2 years.
Yes.
So we're lucky?
We
Yes,
are.
ma'am.
Very lucky.
And where are you from?
Toronto, Canada.
Oh, nice. Welcome to South Africa. We hope you're enjoying so far. Very nice, eh?
Yeah, you have an international audience.
Yes, it's like me waiting for the world to come and see me, and I also have to come and welcome the world here. Yes, yeah, that's so beautiful. Eh?
Yeah.
Imagine like you can't afford to go and explore the world, so the
Yeah.
world is coming to you. Yes, I love it.
And you have so much beautiful things to show
You know,
off.
ma'am, you know, yes. And also I'm so privileged to be saying like Australia, I know what's happening in Australia,
Yeah.
like Canada.
I was going to ask
Yes,
you,
sir.
Australia, the Aborigines, they go back a long, long way.
Yes, yes.
Do you know how old the oldest skeleton in Australia is?
The average, there's, whew. I had the dates and then I forgot now.
That's
Let
okay.
me ask you.
Yeah.
Yo,
Because
So
they're
did
very
you
old.
study this in school or?
ma'am, my journey is awkward.
Okay.
I've never went to, I'm like a fake scientist in it.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to say that. But I've studied and then also reading to give myself more and more knowledge. And also like we had also trained. So like now, Rising Star, when they find a fossil, so we have to go there and then they tell us about what's happening there. Then also to give yourself more knowledge, you have to read more about it. And then also, yeah. So, and then also like when the students come around June and July, I also do volunteering. Then I work with them just to give myself more knowledge in how they excavate. So, you know, like when you're a guide, you also need to know. So someone
The
will be asking,
origins,
how do
yeah.
they excavate and how do they do it? Then
You
you
know.
must have that idea of how they do it. So I just gaining more and more knowledge since working here like so many years, almost
Yeah.
15 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so slowly, man, I'm learning. Yeah. Alrighty, so here, so this is just an example to show you how a breccia rock looks like.
What is this?
A breccia. So a breccia will be all those sediments that will be washed in from outside
Right.
into the cave. So if Littlefoot is embedded in a rock, so Littlefoot was embedded in the same type of rock similar to this one, but now the timeline would be totally different. The color of the rocks would be totally different. So it goes from the youngest to the oldest. So that's how scientists will also explore and finding all this evidence of fossils.
Would this be a good one to explore because it's
In a way, like the
bits and
color,
pieces?
it's still young, so you can tell with the reddish color.
Okay.
So more of it, like it changes color, it becomes more and more white. So because of the lime that slowly seeps into it.
Yeah.
So now the bones will no longer be bones, the bones will be rock because of the minerals they take over the
Right.
normal bone. So like there's a practical site for students there, and then there's another site there. So they
Okay, I
they
see.
do like that grid there.
Yeah.
And then that's when scientists and students will be working there to explore to see what they can find within
Yeah.
these breccias here. And that's evidence of iron there. So within the dolomite, there's evidence of iron. So to where scientists believe that early homos, they might have got their fire from the dolomite is because of the iron.
What's that white board up there?
The white, but that's the light there.
Oh, that's a light. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Alrighty, and then those are the funny looking stalactites we have.
Okay.
Alrighty? So now we're going through those small spaces. We're going to squat and bend. How low can you go?
Yeah. Steps, and more steps, eh?
Yes, we are exercising to this.
So you counted every single one.
And you find I say 129, but it will be more than the number. Woo!
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep.
How low can you go?
How low can you go? Mind your step. I think it should be mind your head. Yeah. Okay, we've got to bend right down to get through here.
And then slowly, sir.
Yeah, I'm good. I've got my crash helmet on, so it's all good. Wow. Oh, look at that. The people are coming through. Okay. It's a real tight little spot. Now we're going down some more steps.
Yes, and mind your step.
Yeah.
Slowly, slowly. Strong. Already breathing. tired. Is everyone okay?
Is that the tightest one?
I would say this is the difficult one.
Oh, okay. Well, that wasn't
this one
too
is
bad.
just the bending,
Yeah,
slowly.
yeah.
For skinny people.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, for meantime, we can go through and wait for everyone that side. How low can you go?
Oh, thank goodness we have the hard hats on.
Yeah. I can see why we got them now.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Okay, another low bit of rock. Not for people with disabilities, that's for sure. Okay. That was fun. I thought you said that was the end of it.
And not yet, sir. Not yet.
Whew.
Are you okay, mate?
Yeah.
I'm still breathing.
You need to do a head count after this. How many did we lose?
I think we are still now. Yes. Yeah. So it's like the limbo.
Yeah, let's circle it out.
Still coming.
Man, your babies are capturing their evidence. Huh? They're taking evidence. I don't see that It's another way to blackmail you when you don't want to do it.
I'm doing the cooking.
They will just show you the video.
That was, remember, I do the cooking.
Yes, yeah, that's very true.
Rocco, are you the last?
Yeah.
Okay, we're all here.
Are we ready?
Yeah, let's
I'm
go.
happy when you're ready.
Okay.
Level. That was the how low can you go? It was not bad.
Is that the bottom or is that still going down?
We're going up now.
Oh, we go. Oh, that's a change.
The two eyes of the caves up there.
2 eyes?
Yeah, the two eyes.
Is that a hole?
Yes, there's two circles.
Wow.
They're like eyes.
Excuse me. Are we going back to the same spot or are we going out?
We're going another way out.
Okay.
Tight already.
just as well that's unlocked, eh? Oh wow, so we're nearly out.
We made it.
Oh, well done. About 200 steps going up. Who's that? Oh, Tobias.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, it's getting nicer.
How are you going there? How are you going there?
It's not easy for you.
Is this where they have seating for talks?
Yes, they're in here.
Okay, that's good.
And then here,
Robert Broom.
so the two statues are of two famous scientists. They have dedicated most of their lives working here, searching for fossils. So they have put their statues here to honor them, to say thank you back home. Robert Broom from Scotland, the famous Scottish doctor who discovered Mrs. Place, 1947. 1936, he discovered the kingdom there. So before you leave, in a way, you must touch his nose for good luck.
Is that
Left hand is for wisdom. You only choose one. By rubbing both, it's bad luck. So if you have touched both, you have bad luck. For you to have that bad luck, you must go back into the cave, go and wash your hands at the lake, and come back and rub from the beginning. I will be waiting here for you. And ladies and gentlemen, this is where I'm going to say thank you. I really hope you have enjoyed the tour. Thank you very much for making your trip to the cradle of humankind. And thank you, and have a wonderful and a blessed, beautiful day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you. And I also have, thank you, sir. Thank you. I also have my box here. If you'd also love to leave something for the guides, not a problem. You're more than welcome to. Thank you very much. And then from here, as you walk out of the gate, you can either turn left to see the main excavation site, or you can either turn left, straight to say back to the main building. Eh?
Thank you.
Left, right. Yes. Yeah, short way is right, long way is left.
Okay, great.
Thank you very much again.
Thank you.
Time to sign out. Same time tomorrow. Yes, yeah, the most important.
This is coming out. And we come out in a different area to the way we came in. Isn't that amazing? Oh, shit. Oh, it's a beautiful day out here.
Okay, cool.
Oh, how'd you enjoy that, Rocker?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. Alrighty, should we head off?
For your lunch appointment.
Yeah. Yeah. It's 10:30, so that lasted an hour and a half. That was a good tour. Yeah.
And we got some exercise at the same
We
time.
did. And it's your first time through there?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just interested in that diver they left behind.
Eh?
It's quite interesting about the diver they left behind.
Yeah,
He must still be down there.
I guess so. Yeah. And nothing would eat him down there either. Except bacteria, probably. Yeah. Okay, this is the exit. And whew. Wow, this is where they're doing the work.
I think it's up to you.
This is where University of Witwatersrand are digging up, looking for skulls and Homo sapiens and the earlier versions. Amazing. Look at that metal scaffold. On the exit from Sterkfontein caves, you can see this hole which probably goes down into the cave somewhere. Look at that. And just on the other side, there's another one. You can see that hole there that goes down. These are the steps leading down to the car park, I guess. Beautiful day. And there were only eventually about 10 or 12 people. Hardly a full house. Quite a long way back, isn't it? It's interesting because the caves seem to be under a hill. It's a hill that's you know, above the caves. The rest of the place sort of sinks down. I guess it's all the dolomite, the harder rock. Gotta love the hard hats. What do you reckon, Rocco? I gotta take mine off too. I don't need it anymore. The long and winding path. That was Creedence Clearwater Revival, I think. Or it's a long and winding road, I'm not sure. So she said wherever there are bunches of trees is where there are signs of caves because of the water. Look at them here. Must be more along there. I'm going to have to dig up my DART document that he signed. So that must be worth a bit of money today. Oh, I've got a document which is written by DART about his work here in South Africa, and it's been signed by him.
Dart?
Yeah, Professor Dart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What did you say?
Oh, I bought it a long time ago. Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff.
You still have those infamous net costs?
No, I sold those for about $1,000 each. Yeah, a guy in France bought them. All 5 of them. It's probably in someone's museum. They've probably got an Africa section or something. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there's a building behind it. That's a laboratory. So that's where it all happens, huh?
I wonder, you reckon we're still on the right path?
Yeah, I can see the building behind.
Okay.
They should have better signage. Yeah, you see there's a building behind it.
Oh, that's good.
I wonder if we can go in here. If it's open, it's open. Let's go and have a look. This is the laboratory at Sterkfontein, and it looks like it's open. Let's go and have a quick squiz. Okay. Oh, alrighty. Now, what do we got here? Here's some of the rocks that they found and bits of skull. Ape men. Okay. Wow. This is stuff they found in rock. Teeth. Skulls, these would be copies. There's some more stuff over there. Paleontology. So these are some of the people who worked here. Okay. Oh, that's a quick walkthrough. Thanks, mate, for
Thanks for
bringing me down.
Coming, Scott.
Yeah.
I hope it, now you could say at least you can cross this off your to-do list.
Yeah, my bucket list. Yeah, Sterkfontein. I saw you following up at the back. Were you making sure the kids didn't get lost?
I do get sometimes claustrophobic, so I don't
Oh,
wanna,
did you?
Yeah, I don't want to get
Yeah.
where there's
Too many
congestion of
people. Yeah. Okay. So that bit where you had to bend down must have been pretty tough.
Yeah.
Anyway, you've done it.
So it's interesting about those shrimps, huh?
Oh, they're tiny, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, they look like little earthworms. Tiny earthworms. Hello.
Hello.
What a job. Pouring water into these things. Oh, quite pretty though.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, when I asked the question about the email and the phone number, I know that the right phone number and email was on the web page, so no wonder there's so few people. They think the place is closed. Yeah, crazy. I suppose we can go over there and through the main entrance, or maybe just here because we can go drop these off at the start. Yeah, we can go through here. All right, that's the end of the tour. We're back. Hi guys, are you waiting for the tour?
Yes, they are.
It's fantastic.
Oh.
Really is fantastic, yeah.
It's good to know.
I'm going to log out now. This is the car park at 10:30 when we came out of our tour, which lasted about 90 minutes. You can see there are a few more cars here, but nowhere near full, that's for sure.